Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Perpetual Chess. We have a fun interview coming your way with a very talented chess programmer and entrepreneur whose product I am a big fan of, the creator of Chessvision.ai. We'll get you to that interview in a second, but first wanted to give a shout out, as always, to our sponsors, Chessable.com. So two things. Number one, if you're listening to this podcast shortly after it comes out, they've got their Black Friday sale coming up, including my course, Identifying Critical Moments in Chess. It's geared towards 1,500 and below players and talks about how to know when to use your time. Also wanted to give a shout out to my personal friend and longtime friend of the pod, FM Mike Klein, finally has his first Chessable course out called Down But Not Out, Fighting Back and Losing Positions. It's got concrete comeback techniques and looks at some of Magnus Carlsen's epic comebacks. There's this one famous one against Gawain Jones. I'm guessing Mike has that in his course. I actually haven't looked yet. But anyway, be sure to check out what Chessable has to offer. And if you sign up for Chessable Pro, be sure to use the link in the description. So without further ado, here's my interview with the founder of Chessvision.ai. Pawel Kacprzak is a Poland-based programmer and chess enthusiast, and he's built this awesome chess app and browser extension called Chessvision.ai. It has all kinds of capabilities. Its original purpose was to scan chess diagrams and search all of chess YouTube for videos where the positions that you scan are discussed in order to get explanations on the positions, and he's built that out. But in addition to that capability, you can now search for Chessable courses, forward chesses. He's built a feature that enables digital flashcards. And again, you can do all of this either on the app or within the browser. So just a really impressive product. And I am excited to welcome to the program, Pawel. Welcome, Pawel.
Hi, Ben. Hi, Ben. I'm really happy to be here. And I know your podcast because I listen to episodes with chess founders, including ChessCon, Chessable, and others, Leeches also. And I really like the format. And actually, what's interesting is that I think some of my users recommended me to be here because I was silently launching a new app, a new addition to Chessvision, and I got messages from, I remember two of them, so I wanted to give them a quick shout out, is Han Schut and Olaf Alex. They just messaged me and they said, I recommended you to Ben to come to the podcast. Thank them, and that was really nice. So for sure we have overlapping audience also.
Yeah, the attack on multiple fronts always is very effective when you're trying to get someone on the podcast. You know, if one person suggests something, I'm very interested and very likely I'll eventually interview them. But once it's multiple people, then I'm kind of moving them up. And Han Schut, thanks to Olaf, who actually is the one who sent me your email address, Han Schut in particular has done a couple YouTube videos, and he's not professionally affiliated with you guys, but he's just a chess trainer who's a big fan of the product. And I'm definitely I'll link to Han's videos, and he has a couple questions for you as we get going. But Han's got great overviews of all the capability that Chessvision.ai.
Hans' knowledge of all the chess software is very impressive. So he knows about all kinds of this niche software, and he can compare them really nicely, and has really interesting use cases also. So I learned a lot with talking to him.
Yeah, and I admire that in particular because Han is 60. You know, he was just emailing me about how OTB chess gets harder when you're 60. And as you get older, it's harder to maintain a curiosity about new products in whatever your field is, but not for Han. So shout out to Han.
Not for him.
Exactly. So, Pawel, we've got a lot to talk about, but we're recording again on October 24th. The huge news in the chess world. I actually don't know when this will come out. It'll be 1 to 2 weeks after we record, but this story is going to leave a mark for years of the shocking passing of Grandmaster Daniel Naroditsky. You mentioned in a blog post you wrote about the origins of Chessvision.ai that it started, as businesses often do, when you were looking to solve a problem. You were looking to understand chess positions that you saw, look for explanations, and find them on YouTube in a given, say, opening position. So I'm curious, as a fan of Chess YouTube, if you were a fan of Danya as well.
Well, yeah, really sad story. And Daniel actually influenced my opening play. So I'm really grateful for his educational videos. And one thing I can mention is that the fantasy line in the Karo Khan will stay with me forever, definitely. And I knew him as a chess commentator, commentating on major tournaments, but mostly I was a fan of his videos on YouTube.
Okay.
The speedruns, I remember. And also introducing very quirky lines sometimes. So when I struggled with openings, like French, for example, or Caro-Kann in particular, he suggested lines that are very interesting to me because creating attacking chances, and I like to play openings like this, yes. So that's how I knew Daniel. Unfortunately, never got a chance to meet him in person. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a massive loss. And like you described, it's just been incredible to read all the comments throughout the week of all the people who felt like they knew him. Just a unique empathy and an incredibly gifted teacher, which is just obviously so rare for someone who's one of the top speed chess players in the world, and an accomplished classical player as well. So again, I don't know exactly when this is going to come out and if I've done more Danya tributes before it does, but in any event, it's leaves a mark, and we'll be discussing his legacy frequently here. So Pawel, it sounds like you're a big chess fan. I mean, obviously you do describe that chess, like solving this problem is what got you into creating Chessvision.ai, but what got you into the game itself?
This in particular, I don't remember exactly, but I remember the date because this is easy to check. I started playing on Chess.com, so you can see from where I started an account, and it was 2015, if I remember correctly. And I just started playing Blitz, so and this is what I do till today. And that's how I started. I think it was just I found Chess.com somewhere. Can be videos, can be just the platform itself online. And I started playing and got really addicted to it. I remember the initial format was 10+0. This is what I was playing. It was Blitz then, and I played a lot of games. This was also in the time I was searching for some projects to do. It's still nothing with chess, but I had some spare time to do, and I think that's why I started playing chess. And one thing, since I started playing chess, I play other games, like including video games, much less. It's just, it's not a match.
Chess can be addictive sometimes to people's detriment, but it often can replace something that might be even less.
Yes, exactly. Then pick your poison, right?
Yeah. Well said. So then fast forward, and as you describe in the blog, you wanted to be able to search for positions. As a programmer, how hard was it for you to take those initial steps to build Chessvision.ai?
Well, actually, I can tell a full story here because I remember it was 2016 when I got an initial just bare idea that somebody can scan a chess position. It was also when machine learning was kicking in. So for anybody who don't know, machine learning is a technique of learning from examples for, let's say it like this, using a computer algorithm from data, some behaviors. This was kicking in, and I thought maybe scanning chess positions. So say you have a chess diagram and you want to scan it and have it in an interactive form, something like this. I wanted this to be there. And so I had my friend coming to me, and we were browsing for some projects, and I had this quick idea of let's make a video that actually pretends a technology like this exists and post it online somewhere. So we did, and I remember 150, maybe 200 signups, people interested in this technology, but it was not enough for me to go for it back then. So with this friend, we were working together, and with other projects, we tried some other startups, some with success, some with not. And then, only then, after, I think it was 2019, I came back to this project. So I was looking for something just to solve a technical project that can be somehow useful. I didn't have any expectations. It was not for business purposes. I just wanted to also learn machine learning for myself and build some algorithm that is at least decent. And it was 2019. Beginning of 2019. Then I researched some apps, existing apps, if there are any that can do it. So scan a chess position and have it in a digital form. And there was one as a mobile app. So I thought, all right, what else is there? I was playing mainly on the internet, so in a browser. And I knew that browser extensions, they exist. So I thought, okay, let's make it in a browser extension. So I did it in, I think, April 2019 and published it online. I announced it just low-key on Reddit, I think, and Hacker News. And it got some traction, but not so much, until somebody reposted this also on Hacker News. Hacker News is a website with many news in the computer world, let's say it like that. So sometimes you have news, but also projects that people build, some trends, things like that. And it's just a list sorted from the top to the bottom. It has a lot of traffic. And so somebody posted Chessvision browser extension there, and it got to the front page of Hacker News, which usually means you get 1,000 visitors to your website. And that's this helped me a lot. I didn't expect it. So this person messaged me and on Reddit and said, I reposted your stuff and it's there and it's kicking off. And that was very surprising. And yeah, this is how it all started, I think.
Yeah, and it's hard to believe, but 2019, more than 5 years ago at this point.
Yes, this is a long time ago. Yeah.
So how has the company evolved over that time?
Well, 2019, it was just a project and just as a browser extension. Then I started building some other project because I saw use cases, just so how people use my browser extension. And some people were using it while reading chess ebooks.
Right.
So to scan a position and have it on the side so that then while reading a book, they can also make moves on the board and see what happens. So I thought, all right, this is a valid use case. Let's make a dedicated software so that you can open your chess ebook. And on the side you have a board and you can double click on any diagram in the book and it would open on a board so you can then make moves. So I built this up. It's called Chessvision.ai ebook reader. That was 2020, I think. And this was the first product that includes still a premium subscription. And this is where the idea of turning this hobby project into a real product, a business, was born with the ebook reader. And since then, I started building more and more. Now it's a big family of tools.
That's great. Yeah. So when you built out the ebook reader capability, so again, like if you have a PDF, you can upload it and just have all the diagrams digitized.
Yes.
You can even search YouTube for those positions again. So it's like if it's a certain puzzle where you're stumped and you could use an explanation, it's amazing to be able to find the best content creators explaining things. So that started it transitioning towards a business. Was there more interest in the ebook reader compared to what you built previously? I mean, they're both incredibly useful.
The ebook reader is more specific tool. So the browser extension and what followed also next was a mobile app, also to scan diagrams. So you can use your mobile phone to do that. This I consider general use case apps, so anybody can use them. But not every chess player reads chess books. So with the ebook reader, it's more specific. I would say it's more niche product, but for a very specific use case, because it's only for ebooks. If you want to make it work with a print book, then I suggest grab a phone, install our app, and just follow the book while scanning any diagrams you're interested in to explore with the mobile app. And that's how we can do it. So the browser extension, the mobile app are general use case, while the ebook reader is more dedicated to.
Okay. And we should say one of the impressive capabilities of Chessvision.ai is not just that you can search YouTube and see that it was discussed in a video, but it takes you to the specific spot where the video is, where the position is discussed. Now, I'm not a programmer. Most of the people listening won't be programmers. But to build that kind of capability, like, are you just building a massive database on the back end? How do you coordinate those?
Yeah, I'm happy to explain, because this is I will tell you and anybody who listens how the idea even was born. So I had the scanning from images, so static image. It can be newspaper, on a computer, a book, a website. But then I thought, all right, what's more challenging? I like to challenge myself, and I knew videos. I used to watch many videos, for example, from St. Louis Chess Club. It's one of my all-time favorite videos by Yasser Seirawan, for example. Very educational. And I thought, hey, can I build something that actually analyzes those videos and can find this position, particular position? So say I see a puzzle and I want a good explanation of this puzzle. How do I find it even, right? Google can do it, like reverse picture search. In general, websites not in YouTube. And I started just digging more and more into the problem. This was 2000. Maybe 20 or 21. I don't remember exactly one of these years. And usually with stuff I built, I built some very raw demo version to show people and to see if anybody is even interested, because maybe it's just me. And same was with the ebook readers. And with this, I remember I posted a very small website that. So I processed hundreds of videos. I remember I collected 100 interesting videos from YouTube, and I made it work only on these 100 videos, the search technology. And I posted it online as a teaser of the full app, and people liked it a lot. And then I started thinking how to make it work with large database of videos. Now it covers around 40,000 of videos from YouTube. But it doesn't observe all the videos on YouTube that are out there. So I maintain a list of channels. It's between 40 and 50 channels.
Impressive, though. I mean, you've got the big ones, you know?
Yes, the big ones. And I also try to keep the one with educational content, so that when you search for positions, you can skip these ones that are either like from very long broadcasts of tournaments, for example. This we don't include. Or some just funny videos. Let's put it like this. So I try to keep the list educational of channels, and it covers around 40,000 videos at the moment. And every week we are adding more and more videos.
I was going to ask, so you've got the list. I saw like Robert Ramirez on there. I think St. Louis Chess Club, as you mentioned, many others. When they come out with new videos, are those incorporated?
Yes, currently it happens once a week, so it's not in real time, but once a week there are new videos that are published are added to the database.
Okay, it's super impressive. And returning to the scanning technology, we've got a few questions from Patreon subscribers. So I will read the first one. It's from Dan Ruberel. Thanks for helping to support Perpetual Chess, Dan. And he writes and he says, I absolutely love Pawel's app, and I've used it almost since he rolled it out to evaluate photographs of my games to learn using the YouTube links. The same when studying from older chess books using descriptive notation. That's a good use case right there. He says, I really like the link to YouTube with the position, and I've used it quite a bit. However, he's wondering how best to photograph a position from a live OTB game that he's watching as a spectator to analyze after the game is completed. Naturally, he's not advocating like this as a cheating method, but just if you get in a time scramble or watching a friend's game or something like that, how would one do that?
Yeah, so if the question is about scanning in general OTB games, this is not supported yet. Maybe it will come in the future. But the use case itself, although very interesting, also technically, but also for anybody watching, for now I consider it more niche than scanning digital chessboards. I may expand in this direction, but if or when this is unclear. I think ultimately, because the problem itself is following the games, it's not the scanning. So it can be in regard to this particular question, because as far as I understand it, the question is how can I follow an OTB game in a time scramble, for example, right?
Right.
Am I correct, or the question was?
It wasn't specifically about a time scramble.
Oh, okay.
That was just an example that I thought of.
Yeah. Yeah, so this can be solved in many other ways. For example, the technology that transfers the game from OTB to a live screen, this can be improved. Or what we recently saw in some of the tournaments, people are actually playing on their computers in very fast time controls. And this, I think, it's much better experience for all the viewers without using any apps. But answering the question, it may come. I'm interested in it. So to add scanning OTB boards, but the timeline is unclear for now.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that gets to another question, which both Dan and Han Schut had, which is related to what are your next what are your next goals for, like, what other projects are you working on to continue to improve the product?
So far, all the products under Chessvision.ai umbrella are for scanning. So you can scanning or getting chess content into digital form because it's also about videos. But at the moment, people make their diagrams digital and then they train or research them somewhere else in some other apps. The app that I so far silently launched is a library, Chessvision.ai library, and it's an app where you can, from the tools you use, so it can be browser extension, mobile app, ebook reader, you want to save your diagrams somewhere, it goes to your library, there you can organize them, you can study your content from the... So imagine you are reading a chess book, you can snap a picture and click save, it goes to your library, there you can say if it's an endgame, you can put it in endgame folders, then you can input moves and you can train it with flashcards. So this is what I've been working for the past months. And so far this app is silently launched, meaning that there was not a big announcement anywhere, but some users know that there was early access also to this app. It received very positive feedback, in particular after sending it to some people, I got emails from Olaf and Han that they suggested me for a podcast. So this is by far the next step for the Chessvision.ai to let you do more with positions you scan, so organize and train.
Yeah, so basically it's come up a lot in chess improvement focused pods here. The idea of digital flashcards, like I interviewed this guy, Dan Bach, who's made like great rating gains, and he walked through and has written and talked about how he uses Anki to try to help remember chess positions, but like specific mistakes that he makes, specific openings that are causing him trouble. But what you're doing really enables a way to make it relatively seamless, like a lot quicker than kind of a convoluted process where Dan was describing how to get it onto a platform that's not designed for chess, you know?
Yeah. Anki is a very popular platform for flashcards in general. And people also wrote some plugins to Anki. So some kind of interactive chess diagrams can be studied. There's some form of them. But here I was thinking of more comprehensive tool to deliver this experience. And actually, about flashcards, this is an interesting problem because there are other also apps that do chess flashcards, many of them actually. But here I had this idea of introducing 3 types of flashcards. So we have different flashcards for opening, tactics, and games, let's say. Because, say, for openings, you have your opening repertoire and you want to make like moves, concrete moves. So any other move that is, say, it's good, but it's not in your repertoire, maybe you consider this as a mistake in your flashcard. Maybe you want to only include moves that you have in your repertoire. While when you are solving an endgame and you want to convert it to a win, there are many, many different methods to do this. So it's I consider this a different task as a flashcard, as a learning one. So yeah, chess flashcards is a complex problem, let's say. And so far my solution is to have different types of flashcards, different completion requirements for these flashcards. Yeah.
And so that's still what you're working on building out, even though you've launched it already. But do you have like a longer term vision on a 5 to 10 year time frame of like additional features you'd like to add to the site? Or to the app, I guess I should say.
Yeah, there are some things that I want to build for sure. The big vision, well, 5-10 years, it's a lot. And from running tech companies, not only this one, but also previous ones, things change a lot. So I don't make plans for 5-10 years span. I try to act now and plan for what the best and adjust. For now, definitely I'm focused on this learning platform so that you can actually train the content that you scan from somewhere, can be websites, again, like books, everything. And I want people to have a really good experience training this content. So building, it's called library because you collect your chess stuff there. And my idea is to allow people to build their own collection of what they like and then allow them to explore, train, remember, recall. So that's my goal for now. What's going to happen with it, we will see, of course. There's some other also goals, like for example, this over-the-board scanning. This is one thing. Also, score sheet scanning is a thing.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, so say there is a tournament and you come back from a tournament, you want to input your game. And it can be at some point a natural extension of our scanning apps to allow for such use cases. At some point, I was also thinking about something that can enhance streaming, watching streams. So maybe also some like showing some resources related to what people see in live streams, chess live streams, not only recorded chess videos, but this I put on the side for now. Yeah, so there are some ideas here and there, but mainly it's this educational platform to the library.
Yeah, lots of great ideas. If you can build if your app is able to read my terrible handwriting and scan it, I will be very impressed, because I have old games of mine where I can't tell what happened.
Yes. Okay. That's good to know. And you're probably not alone with this problem.
Yeah, that'll be the ultimate challenge. And Pawel, so as you mentioned, you've got a separate sort of subscription product for the ebook reader. You've also got a subscription for the browser extension. But for listeners who are curious, could you explain like what functionalities are free versus what? And these subscriptions are not expensive, and they're priced differently based on where in the world you are. What can people do without having to subscribe, and what can they do when they want to support what you're doing and get more features?
All right. So currently there are two separate subscriptions. So it's the membership, which covers all our apps except for ebook reader. And the other subscription is the ebook reader, as I considered it as a separate tool. And the subscription, they allow you to do more with the apps. So normally any free use of the apps should be fine for moderate use. So say you want to scan here and there, or you want to see just some of the matching videos for your positions, you can do that, absolutely. Also at the moment, the browser extension is completely free. So scanning is completely free. And then again, if you want to see matching videos, you will see one or two instead of just a full list of matching videos. This you can do on a free plan. And then subscription allows to unlock unlimited access. Same with the mobile app, with the mobile scanner. This one is, if you have a subscription, you can just scan without a limit. If you don't have a subscription, there is a limit. So after some number of scans, you will either have to wait a bit to be able to scan again, or get premium.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of impressive products. And I was actually, so I'm going to subscribe. I've been checking it out as I get prepared for this interview, but I figured I might as well wait and ask you, in terms of browser extensions, is there any functionality difference between it's offered for Firefox, Chrome, and Microsoft Edge, or is it the same product on all three?
No, it's a functionality is a bit different, because the Chrome version is the most developed version. Because it's just purely because Chrome is the most popular browser there. But also the same version, Chrome version, runs on Edge. So it's absolutely the same, because it's the same browser engine. It's Chromium. So any browser running on Chromium, you can essentially install Chrome version. While on Firefox, this is a bit different. Firefox and Safari, they are different browsers, and versions available there, they lack some features. So, for example, there is no video search, but you can absolutely scan there.
Okay, so it sounds like all things being equal, you're better off getting it for Chrome or Edge as opposed to Firefox. Yes. And are you working on this full-time now, Pawel?
Yes, it's full-time, and since 2021, I think. So 2 years in the project, or a year and a half, I've just switched completely to this. Yeah, and I love it. The community is great. I'm also really close with my users. So whoever has a suggestion, they just email me, we talk, we discuss. And very often it makes into the product. And I also like it because I can make changes really fast. So it's not that I plan for like 2-3 months to implement something. Sometimes somebody suggests something, and if I can implement and deliver it instantly, then why not? If I like it, obviously. The chess community is great, so I love working.
And you have a Discord, right?
The Discord also, it's,
And do you have anyone working with you currently?
No, it's just me since the beginning. Sometimes people are surprised by that.
Yeah, that's amazing because it's like you have to wear so many hats, like obviously you're an incredibly skilled programmer, but then you got to do all the marketing nonsense, and all that stuff.
That is true. It's in this case I don't call it nonsense because I avoid to do marketing nonsense. I try to avoid it and just have a good product and good distribution. I think this works. But you're right, because my background is computer science and programming, so I had to transition into different fields also. So understanding user problems or the business side of it also. Running a business in general, distribution.
And is the business bootstrapped, or did you get any funding?
It's completely bootstrapped.
Amazing. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Well, it's great to see. Keep it up. Han Schut had another question for you, which was, so you mentioned you're obviously an avid chess fan. Before we started recording, you were telling me you visited some of the big tournaments when they came to Warsaw. Do you consider yourself an adult improver? Are you actively working on your game, or is it more of an escape?
I'm definitely playing a lot of online blitz. Improver. When I have time, then I try to improve my games with mixed results, as many of us. Yeah, and this changed over time. So I used to watch many YouTube videos. Then I tried some books. And then recently I started, I'm a big fan of solving mates. So mates in 2, mates in 3. And also with other people. So it creates this very nice atmosphere where you have a puzzle and you try to tackle with some other ideas with some other people. And this I like a lot. So tactics, also endgames. Endgames are harder for me. Tactics, I consider myself way better than with endgame puzzles. But I love them in this particular aspect. So playing and solving tactics.
And have you joined the chess community there in Warsaw? Do you play tournaments? Do you go to pub nights, anything like that?
No, this I don't do. I love to go to chess tournaments to see. So here I live in Warsaw, and here we have a Grand Chess Tour leg. One tournament here. It's usually in May, June, and it's incredible because it's rapid and blitz. We had amazing tournaments a few years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. Magnus won just after being behind in the rapid portion, and then he just kicked off and smashed everybody. And 3 years ago, I think it was a tie between Magnus and Duda till the end. And they played the game for winning the tournament, essentially. And the tension in the crowd was amazing because Poland, and we had Duda playing for the win. It's a really greatly organized tournament. So this I'm awaiting every single year. But I don't play over the board. So I only play on my computer. Maybe sometime I should try it also. Over the board, I think I played maybe 10 times in my life only.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, playing tournament chess over the board is like a different experience. Some like it, some don't. But I always advise just trying it. They're sort of like, how they say when you go walking in the woods, it spurs creative ideas, that sort of thing. There's an element of that where as a creator, as someone who's building out products, it may just expose you to an idea. But a lot of people understandably find it stressful and time consuming. You may not want to stick with it, but I think at some point it might be worth trying once or twice.
Yeah, I think with such experiences like playing over the board tournament or any different sport, say I'm playing on a computer, it's every single time it's almost the same environment. So I'm sitting in front of a computer, same room. And this, I think, doesn't allow me to remember my games, experiences also. While I go somewhere, then you remember all these external factors. And somehow it's so easy to remember your games. It's magic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a massive difference. So you mentioned that in the periods where you're kind of really working on your chess, you mentioned both books and YouTube and Mate in 2s and 3s. Any particular resources, whether it be a creator or a book, that you found to be especially helpful?
Definitely, I watched a lot of videos from St. Louis Chess Club. This I watched a lot. Ben Feingold also a lot. I think also during his time with St. Louis Chess Club, and then also his own channel and his chess club. Daniel Naroditsky also, as we mentioned before.
Yeah. What about openings? So it sounds like you're an E4 player?
Yes, I only play E4. D4 I try to avoid. Yeah. I'm also an E4 player, and I play French as black. I try to go for some active position, try to go for complications. This is a double-edged sword, usually.
Excellent. Well, so if people are listening, Pawel, are interested in checking out Chessvision.ai, what would you say is the best first step? Would you recommend the app or the web browser, just whatever someone's comfortable with? The browser extension, I should say, or just whatever anyone's comfortable with?
I think it depends on which device you use more. So if you use your mobile phone, just try out Chessvision.ai mobile app and try scanning some diagrams. You can also do it from your laptop, computer, and then you can save your diagrams. While if your natural habitat is play on a computer, then try a browser extension if you happen to be on Chrome or some other website. So it depends. I try to cover all the use cases so that users are not forced to use this or that technology. Same as say if you on some social media, you on Twitter, you can also tag Chessvision.ai account and type scan command, and it will scan any chess position that you type this command under.
You see a lot of people doing that.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, Pawel, it's a really cool product. Congratulations. Amazing that you've already been doing this in earnest for 6 years. And I'm sure this is just the beginning. Any closing words or advice before we say goodbye?
Yes. If you love chess, just keep playing, I would say. Yeah, don't care about improvement that much. You can find many interesting things in chess. If you're sick of playing, switch to reading a chess book, switch to solving some puzzles, then come back to play. It will be all good in the end.
Yeah, that's great advice. That is one of the great things is there's so many different ways to relate to the game, whether it be reading, playing, or spectating, as you've done.
Definitely. It's not just playing. Yeah, spectating. It's an amazing experience. If anybody considers going or not to a chess tournament, just go and see.
Yeah. And so do you manage to follow professional chess when it's not in your hometown?
Yes, I follow. Of course, I follow all the World Championship. I love the match between Dink and Nepo, for example. Amazing match. Before also Magnus. I think I followed all the World Championship for sure since 2016. 2016 was it Magnus Karjakin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so since then, I definitely followed all the World Championship. I follow also, and in particular, I like to watch classical major tournaments, so World Championship candidates. This I watch live, and also quick time formats. This I love to watch. There's esport tournament that was just recently, I think. This was an amazing watching experience, and I think if it's possible, then I'll try to go next year to see this live.
Was that the one that was in Texas?
I think it was somewhere in Middle East.
Okay, so not the USA versus India thing.
No, not this one. Previous one.
Yeah.
That was
the one in Dubai.
Yes, amazing watching experience, and this I would like to see live.
Yeah. And then there's the FIDE World Cup coming up. I don't know if that's one of my favorites, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, because it's knockout stage. This is interesting, right?
Yeah.
And you have your favorites. There are some also people who are performing super well, and they have streaks of beautiful wins, and then you root for them.
You're getting me excited, yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's like in all the sports also. So you have your favorites sometimes.
Sorry, yeah. A lot of the round robins, they're I don't feel like they're differentiated enough, but the World Cup is great theater. All right, well, enjoy all the big chess events, and please keep up the great work with Chessvision.ai. So we told people they should get the app or the browser extension, whatever they're comfortable with. And in terms of reaching you, your email address is public. There's the Discord. Anything else people should potentially check out? Sounds like they're pretty well covered.
Yes, email. Just shoot me an email, Pawel at Chessvision.ai, or hello at Chessvision.ai, or write me on Twitter.
Excellent.
That's the easiest way.
Okay, Pawel, well, congratulations and keep up the great work.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me here, and it was a great conversation.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you.